Hello, everybody. Welcome to some dreary day in Michigan. Couch Cosmetics. Today has been a super fun day. I actually had my friend come over who's a makeup artist to play makeup. She didn't do my makeup, but she gave me some tips. I did try some contouring. What did she have me use? Oh, I actually used, we have a contour kit. But she had me use some brow shadow. I think I contoured pretty good on my cheeks, right? Anyways, and then I watched her do her eyeshadow, and I was trying to do eyeshadow like her. It's a lot of blending, people. I'm telling you, the key to good shadow, to get that gradient look, is blending. This is not my blending brush that I used, but a big fluffy blending brush. You just gotta blend, like a ton. Anyways, so I wanted to do some brows. Okay, there are some tips and tricks for brows, ladies. I don't know if you know this, but today I'm going to use a brow palette. This is like a unique brow palette. Comes in 3 different shades, but this is the light shade because Lord knows I have very light eyebrows, and like in the summer, they totally bleach out on the ends. But this gives you 2 different shadows here, and it gives you a couple of highlighters and a wax. But I wanted to teach you a couple of lessons I've learned about brows, and it's basically how to measure your brows. So if your brows have been plucked a little bit too much, or maybe like waxed a little bit too much, let me give you some measurements and some guidelines as to how to recreate your brow, you know what I mean, and how to do it correctly. So you take any sort of a tool, and I'm going to be using a brow brush today, and you go on the side of your nose straight up. This right here is where your brow should start. And then you go on an angle from the edge of your nose across, and this is where you should have an arch. And then the last is you go here to the end of the eye. And that, my friends, is where your brow should end. So we've gotten our beginning of our brow, our arch, and then the end of our brow. So mine, I don't know. I do trim and I do some plucking, but not a lot of plucking. So mine, I'm just gonna go with the natural brow shape, and you kind of wanna do that anyways. Like everyone has a natural brow, right? So you kind of wanna follow the natural brow. And I'm using this Brow Artist brush, and this has a nice angled end right here, if you can see that. And we are gonna just go with the lightest shade here, but because they give you 2 shades, you can kind of go in between. You gotta match your brow. Like you don't really want like a really dark brow. So when my friend was over, she did a phenomenal brow. Like I wish that I had taken a photo of her one brow done. She did use this same brow palette. Actually, she used the darker one. But she loved it because she thought that this powder was so easy. And what I loved the most about her brow, which I highly recommend, is she created a brow with the powder. But then this part right here, she left totally natural. And hers was a little bit more sparse, like right here on the end. But it looked really good, like really natural. So I am just doing super light strokes with our Brow Artist brush. And I'm really just using this like one light powder right there and kind of filling in my brows. Because mine are kind of like two-toned, like 2 different colors, because I have like blondish, brownish colors. Now we're gonna move over to this eye. And again, I'm just using this super light color. And I'm just doing quick strokes. I'm gonna go a little bit here. And now you can also take, because this is a super skinny brush, you can like outline if you wanted to get like one of those harsher lined brows. You can outline the bottom. But anyways, it was so much fun playing makeup. This is like 2 days in a row, ladies, that I've played makeup. I gotta say, I kind of love this gig I got going on. Because playing makeup, especially when it's a rainy, nasty day, kind of fun. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here, and this brow I don't think is measured correctly. I feel like, yeah, see that? I'm missing some of my brow. So I'm gonna fill it in just a little bit more. We're gonna bring this down, and I love this brush because it's so skinny and it's really precise. And I'm telling you, if you don't do your brows, start looking at people's brows. Because once you start doing your brows, you kind of can't not do your brows. Like you kind of have to do your brows, and then you'll just start staring at everyone's brows. I'm telling you, you will. You're going to start staring at everyone's brows, and you are going to, in your mind, because you're not going to say it out loud, but you're going to be like, lady, add some face. Brows frame your face. All right, that's it. Now I'm going to take my brush, my fancy brow lash brush right here, and I'm just going to brush them out. So this is another trick that I mentioned the other day when I had a makeup artist lady do my brow. She brushed them up to make them look really natural. And big brows are in, peeps, just letting you know. A lot of ladies get those, what is it called, microplaning or something? Where they get like a brow, almost like tattooed onto their skin. There. Youthful brows. And I do like to highlight. Actually, I'm going to do the highlight really quick. Actually, we're going to do, on the other end of this brush is like a flat brush. There is a little bit of gel that you can do too to place onto your brow to keep them in place after you brush them. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight because you do want to highlight your brow bone. I'm going to use my same brush, and I just kind of wiped it off with a paper towel. And we're going to go, there's two colors here. They give you a pink and a yellow. I'm going to do a little yellow because I feel like that matches more of my eyes of what I did today with my neutral. So I'm going to paint this on right underneath my eye. Not my eye, my brow. There. Do you see that? Very easy. Use your finger to blend that in. Doesn't that look good? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go on this side, right underneath. Do you see that? Can you see that pop? I'm going to use my finger. Oops, not in the brow. Okay, there we go. There you go. So you're going to use your finger to blend that in. Voila! We've got pretty brows. Okay, anyways, well, thank you for playing How Now Brown Brow. And I hope you learned a couple tricks how to measure those bad boys. All right, thanks everyone. Have an awesome rest of your day, whatever you're doing. See you soon.